How's it going, folks? It's Jojo, otherwise known as Z, and welcome back to the channel. Once again, thanks a lot for the support and reach that I've got with my new videos, I suppose. But yeah, my recent videos have been doing extremely well, so I just wanted to say thanks. But I had a comment saying, could you do the same video as last, but with a higher budget? So today we're going to be doing my top 10 CS2 knives under $250. There are some in and around the 200 mark as well in this video, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get straight into it. So coming in at number 10, we actually have a stiletto knife, which is quite crazy considering you can get this within the budget. It's funny, a while ago the stiletto knife was, pretty much considered a mid-tier knife, but it's now a very high-tier knife. A good couple of years ago you could get a stiletto vanilla for like 200 bucks, whereas now it's like double if not 3 times the price of that. It's crazy. But yeah, so we've got a stiletto urban mastered stat track field tested. If you can, try and get a pattern where, if you can see on the blade there, that little white bit, you can get something called a white gem, where that whole part of the blade is completely like ice white. So it's really vibrant and really pops. So try and get a good pattern, and obviously with the stat track you pretty much can't really see the actual stat track itself. It just so happens to be cheaper, so that's why it's on the list. But yeah, not bad, and okay, yeah, it's not a great skin, but the knife is the main thing here, so not too bad for our number 10 spot. Coming in at number 9, we have a Navajo Doppler Phase 1 or Phase 3. They're all similar price. In fact, you could even probably push it to a Phase 2 as well, if I'm being completely honest. But you're looking at around $195 for this in factory new. Again, the Navajo's not the best of knives, as I've mentioned in previous videos. However, it does the job. And honestly, Doppler looks amazing on the Navajo, combined with that wooden handle, and it's got the cool pull-out. I mean, first of all, wow, I've just taken a really good liking to this combo with my gloves, but getting a little bit sidetracked there. But yeah, no, overall super clean knife, and it's a Doppler, so can't really complain. Very good number 9 spot. Gut Knife Fade comes in at number 8, and it's amazing. There isn't a great deal else you can say about it, in my personal opinion. If you can get one with a good fade as well, this, for example, isn't a very good, oh my god, can't talk, example of a fade. You can see the silver is quite, pronounced in it. A good fade would be the silver is a lot further down on the knife. You get a lot more of the purple that comes through. So try and get a good fade. You're kind of looking for, in my opinion, I'm quite funny with fade knives. Like, fade is my favourite skin in the game, for those who don't know. And I look for very specific fade patterns. I don't really get anything under like a 92-93% fade. So look out for that if you can, but you're looking at around 220 bucks regardless for a factory new gut knife fade. And as I said, with the handle, it's got a super cool gut knife pull out animation. It just looks awesome. Bayonet Stain is up next. It's in well-worn condition, so it's not going to be the best of conditions, to be honest, but you're looking at around $240 for this. Obviously it's got one of the best pull-out animations you can get, and it's relatively shiny. You can get other bayonets as well for the same sort of price. You've got the lower tier skins like Boreal Forest and Sapphire Mesh and stuff. But there's also like Night and Ultraviolet as well. I just went with Stained because I actually really do like Stained, so that's why it's number 7. But yeah, pretty decent for number 7. Flip Knife Black Laminate Stat Trap Minimal Wear is going to be our number 6 spot. Overall, this looks really good. Now you can get a lower float if you want, or vice versa, you can get a higher float to save a bit more money, but Stat Trap Minimal Wear seems like the most reasonable price, if I'm being honest, and it still looks relatively bright. So for those who don't know, black laminate gets darker as the wear goes up, so if you prefer the skin to be lighter, get a lower float, but if you like that really dark black look, go for a higher float. But overall, you can grab this in Stat Track Minimal Wear for around $240, so pretty damn good if you ask me, and it's a very good flip knife. Obviously, you've got the super cool pull out that you get with the flip knife, and yeah, overall, really nice. Solid black knife. At number 5 is a familiar face. We have the Shadow Daggers Tiger Tooth in factory new for around the $150 mark on the dot. Now, this was in my previous video, this was our #1 pick, because personally I don't think you can get a better knife for $150 than this, but obviously I think this has got to factor into the video as well, because it's just that good, and it's the price is just amazing on it. Overall, superb knife. Coming in at the #4 spot for my fellow red enjoyers, we have an Urus knife. We have the Urus Crimson Web, and would you believe it if I told you this isn't field tested? I mean, look at it. It's so clean. There's barely any scratches on it. It looks super duper good. Try and get one with good webbing on, obviously, as well, but you shouldn't have much trouble finding one, because the Urus knife actually does give you quite a big blade, and then I also quite like, you know, the matte black handle that comes with it as well, because I think the biggest, yeah, I think the black handle goes really well, because if I'm being completely honest, the one thing I don't like about the Urus knife is the handle. I just really don't like the green bit that it has with it. So the matte black handle does go super well with it, and obviously you get some pretty sick animations with this knife. And as I said, in field testing, I mean, this is 0.2 floats. This isn't even a good field tested. Like, you can get this even lower. But yeah, no, overall, super cool knife. I love red knives and I love Crimson Web, so that's why it's going to be our #4 pick. Coming in at #3, we've got the classic knife Blue Steel in minimal wear. Now, I personally really like Blue Steel, but my only issue with it is if it's in a sort of mid to bad float. It's really dark to the point where you can't even really see the blue bit of it. But on the classic knife, it looks really good. So this is StatTrak minimal wear, and you're looking at around $210 for this. So it's actually a pretty decent price. This is more close to the 200 mark, as I said earlier. So overall, super good knife. As you can see, it's quite bright. You can try and get a low float if possible, but you know, minimal wear is pretty, you know, there's not a lot of wiggle room you've got with that. But overall, super nice, and as I said, yeah, StatTrak minimal wear is going to be around 210. But I mean, I'm a little bit biased because I love the classic knife. It's one of my favourite knives in the game. I mean, I own one, but again, like I said in the previous video, you get that OG normal classic knife handle, which I personally think is insanely important when you get a classic knife. You get that normal handle with the green and the gold accents. It just completes the knife, in my opinion. So yeah, no, overall Blue Steel, you can't go wrong. Super good knife. And coming in at #2, we have Shadow Dagger's Gamma Doppler in factory new. This is going to cost you around $220. The current pair that I have on display here are Phase 4s. Now, you should be able to get any phase within the budget. Just as I said, look for the right price, look on different marketplaces, and see if you can find the right one for you. I think Phase 4s look pretty cool because I really like the handles on these. But no, other phases look really good as well. I'm also a big fan of, you know, Phase 1 as well. Phase 1 looks really good. Phase 2 is decent. But yeah, no, so really good knife. The only one you can't get is Emerald. You cannot get a pair of Emeralds for less than $250. That's just not going to happen. But overall, Phase 4s are still super good. And for around $250 exactly, you can grab yourself a Bowie knife Tiger Tooth. Now this thing, woo! I mean, look at it. I think you could also get, I think I remember seeing somewhere that you could possibly find it for around $230 as well. Again, you've just sort of got to do your research for it. But I mean, look at this thing. I love the fact that a while ago, the Bowie knife got a huge buff with the fact that we got the extra hand. So, you know, you've got both of your hands now. And honestly, again, like I have said earlier on the video with some of these other knives, this actually looks really cool with my gloves. I'm not going to lie, especially with the gold accents I have on some of my gloves. Like, wow, what a cool combo. But getting a little bit sidetracked, I mean, you cannot go wrong with a Bowie knife. It's one of the coolest knives in the game. It's so big. It's got so many different animations. The pull-out animation is awesome. The inspect animation is cool. And the fact that in a second he's going to flip it back again. I mean, there's lots of flipping this knife around, spinning it around, you know, the strong stabbing animations, as I said, is huge. So you get really nice finishes with this skin. You know, I feel like knives that have big blades complement so many different skins, you know, and the fact that it's got the gold accents on the handles as well, like, just, ooh, what a super good skin. Probably, and this might be a controversial take, but probably one of, if not the best Tiger Tooths in the game. I don't think there are many Tiger Tooth skins that look better than the Bowie knife, in my personal opinion. Maybe you could make a case for the Talon knife being better, maybe the Karambit. I personally would say the Bowie knife is better than the Butterfly though, in my opinion. But yeah, no, super good. It just has to be #1 for me. I mean, I'm not actually a massive fan of Tiger Tooth. I think I said this in my previous video, but I cannot deny this just looks superb. And just like I said before, you look like a flipping mafia boss when you've got one of these. Like, honestly, Tiger Tooth just looks so damn good. And you just look like such a Donny when you've got one of these. Like, damn, yeah. But that's going to be it for today, guys. I mean, I just thought I'd make another one of these videos because I had some requests to do the same thing, but with a bigger budget. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys, you know, find a knife that I've listed in here, and I hope it's helped you guys find a knife. But yeah, again, don't worry if you enjoy seeing other content on my channel. I'm not just doing skin stuff. I'm also doing, you know, some gameplay stuff as well. I've got lots planned. The channel is doing extremely well, so I'm going to try my best to keep some regular uploads coming. But yeah, let me know what you think if you enjoyed this. Leave a like and subscribe. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm Jojo, signing out.